The process of evolution. Many can listen to this and think, oh, we come from monkeys. Well, it is not as simple and easy as you can say, oh, monkeys. The process of evolution has 8 branches, and it is really important to learn from this, due to that this fulfills the complete idea and general thoughts of where we come from, how we are made, why we look how we look, and why we have what we have in our bodies. After studying the embryonic development, which is one of the 8 branches of evolution, most of the information I found was so unexpected that I ended up surprised. Charles Darwin and other scientists discovered that there are similarities among bone evolution structures, and a clear example of this involves bird and bat wings, human arms, and seal limbs. Among these animals, we can see how bones in the hands are included among the 4 creatures. It is just that they are developed differently when coming to different stages of the evolution process. This proves that a common ancestor can be found among these 4 species. Searching for theories and belief of embryonic development guided me to the fact that embryos do not just look alike in physical aspect. In fact, they also share genetic information, which is later developed differently throughout evolution. This image you can see here proves this theory by showing 8 different species and how they show similarities through some phases of their development. Also, did you know that general features of an embryo appear before the specialized feature? For example, in all the embryos at first, you can see a normal head base, but when specialization begins, they start developing differently, and the same happens with other structures, such as arms, wings, legs, eyes, etc. In this image, you can see down below, each pair of drawings shows the different similarities in the heads, the arms, the tails, feet in a before and in an after. The label on the very left shows a tortoise development, followed by a chick development, then rabbit, and finally closing up with a human development. It is impressive to know that embryos of more developed species are very different from those who are not so much developed. For example, an elephant embryo will be very different from a mouse embryo. This image you can see here disposes the clear comparison of the elephant embryonic development with the mouse embryonic development, and shows clearly that the advanced changes that both have through the process of embryonic development. Would you ever get to imagine all these things? Well, these are the magical stuff that evolution process can give to us, for us to give to others, and this has been going on since Ice Age eras, where the embryos of animals who belong to highly developed species are very similar for the embryos of more primitive animals, but do not look the same as adults. For example, elephants and mammoths. Mammals are extinct animals right now. They're very sad. I don't know if it is true, but that mammoths can get to become alive again in 2 years with scientific evolution. But getting back to topic, if the image you see here is correctly analyzed, you can see the differences that they share, that the mammoth and the elephant have. They share some characteristics, obviously, like their form, but if you depict the clear differences, you can see the differences in the skin, you can see the differences in their hair, the size of their tusks, and among many things that you clearly can say, okay, mammals and elephants, well, they became the same as embryos. Evolution has advanced and clearly has changed, but the real question is, does it still hide something that we don't know? We don't know that really, but our knowledge will continue to help other scientists discover the unknown, and this will create some general knowledge, incomplete general knowledge about what the evolution process is. And thanks to this embryonic development, we can start from somewhere.